Hey everyone, first off, I wanted to wish you a happy new year. This is Paul Michael with REVO Ride, obviously. If you're on our page, you know who I am, hopefully. I wanted to just take a couple of minutes and first of all, like I said, wish you a very happy new year. 2024 was one that I knew was going to be challenging, like every year's challenging, has its ups and downs, has it good and bad. But, you know, we started out building the app about a little over a year ago. James and I, our developer, met in January. I had bought some software. We ended up starting over, doing it better. And, you know, if you've never built software, if you've never built a app, I tell people all the time, I would encourage you not to, but I'm the only dummy that keeps doing it because when I find something I'm passionate about, I don't care what the obstacles are. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to make it happen. And the reason why we started REVO was to take care of drivers and do the right thing by customers. You know, if you hear our saying all the time, it's our clients pay less, our drivers make more, and every time someone does a ride, someone gets a reward. And that's really what we try to live by. And we've been perfecting and getting things right, and we're always going to be tweaking, making changes. You know, there's never a time where you can say you're done in a business. And if you ever do think you're done, you're going to go out of business. And so we've been working extremely, really hard to get it to the point where we can go and scale this in the new year. And some of you probably already seen what I have in front of me. This is a Lego, and some of you are wondering why I, as a 54-year-old man, would have a Lego box in front of me on New Year's Day. But you'll soon find out. I had a friend of mine who has a son. One day I helped put it together, and it was actually so, like, I don't know, therapeutic almost. I sat there and I had to follow the directions, had to make sure it was all right. And this right here, if you see it, it is a camper. And I'm going to come back after the video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the time, I'm going to put it together, I'm going to put it on a, what do they call that, a delay? Not a delay, but an advance. You're going to see me put this together, but it's going to be in fast time. So we'll see how long it actually takes me to put it together. I'm going to come back at the end and announce something, two things actually, that I really, truly am excited about for the first quarter of this next year. I'm going to be able to be traveling, doing some different things. So I'll explain that a little bit. And then we have an event that we are planning for, as of right now, tentatively February 1st and 2nd in South Florida. And I'm going to explain a little bit more of that. But I'm just telling you, we've been laying the foundation. We've been building the groundwork. We've been putting in the plumbing. if you're building a building, they take more time to build a building. The bottom, you see a hole in the ground? They're putting in the electricity and the gas and everything that they have to put in to lay the foundation. And then when the building starts going up, it goes up and up and up faster. And so we've been doing that, and we're not completely done yet, but I'm telling you, in 2025 is going to be our year as REVO to go out and make some noise. You know, we're ready to go out and scale. We're ready to go out and take it so that we can open it up to every driver in America so that they can have their own platform that they're truly in charge of, that they're truly an independent contractor, that they're truly at their own mercy. If they don't want to work, they're not going to get paid as much. But if they want to work, the sky's the limit. We're going to give them the opportunity to build a business within REVO that at some point they may be able to just have residual income and not have to work anymore. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's what we're looking to do this next year. So watch this. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright guys, here we are again. It's supposed to look like this. I think it kind of does. I think I got it right. Still haven't figured out how to get these doors open completely easily. It's supposed to pop out, but I'm not sure exactly if I have to take the top off every time to make that happen. But see inside, it's got chairs, got camping equipment. And if you watched it, I don't even know exactly. I mean, it was over probably an hour and something minutes. If I would have had an 8-year-old here, it would have been done in probably 20. But it's funny watching you probably can't see it, but there were many times as I was going through this, I was relating this to our business and any other business I've started, to where I would do something thinking I know what I was doing, and instead of following the steps, going through the book, instead of following somebody else's that was successful, instead of, it's so funny, I have so many people that, and so many people are excited and nice, and they're teachable, and that's one of the biggest things I learned a long time ago, is if I don't know something, I'm going to say teachable. My mentor said, listen, I used to always go, oh, I have the right to do this and say this, and he's like, yeah, you what you have done for the last 5 years have gotten you to where you're at, and you're broke, and you have nothing going on. He goes, what's gotten me to where I am is because I was able to get my ego out of the way, start listening to other people, and follow the directions, follow a guidebook. Because believe me, right now, I'm helping to run this. I'm helping to guide it. We've got James, our CTO. We've got some of the other top guys that are doing this. But there will come a time very soon where you won't be listening to me anymore. My strengths are motivational. My strengths are helping people get more out of themselves, helping them overcome their insecurities, helping them overcome their doubt, being able to learn new things. Like, I'm 54 years old, and I still think I'm just getting started. I still think that I have so much to learn. And it's funny, I have a lot of people, and I'm not saying this to be cocky or arrogant, because it is in no way cocky or arrogant, but I had a guy that I met with the other day. He goes, oh my God, you're a genius. And I said, there is no part of me that's a genius. I just look for opportunities where other people won't, and I take a chance where other people won't. And so I want to kind of wrap this up. I don't want to spend a lot of time. This is a little bit longer video than I probably wanted it to be, but one of the things I am going to do, and the reason why I did this, is I am going to go on a REVO Road Tour. I want to get out. I want to go city to city. I want to meet drivers. I want to meet people that are drivers, aren't our drivers. I want to get into different cities. And I haven't decided how we're going to do it yet. I don't know if we're going to rent one of these or if I'm going to take one of my vehicles. I think what I'm probably going to do is take one of my vehicles, and my son, Hunter, he's 22 years old. I raised him by myself since he was 10. And just like any other teenager and father and son, not all, but some, most, me, my parents, we had that little bit of a time where we didn't get along, and we have our ups and downs still. But I love my son. I spent 10 years raising him by myself. I wasn't always the best parent when he was growing up, but I did my best. And he and I are going to go on a road trip. My goal, and I can't guarantee you this, don't hold me to this, but my goal is to have a training for all of you who want to attend, a very nominal price just to cover the cost of the room. We won't be charging exorbitant amounts, but I want to be able to get together once a quarter. And the first one we are going to do is going to be in Jupiter, Florida. I've had some people that go, well, we've got the great people that are doing it in Kansas City. Why not do it in Kansas City? And I said, listen, if you want to go to Kansas City in January, you're more than welcome to go to Kansas City in January. But Paul Michael will not be in Kansas City unless I'm on the road and doing something. But we will be doing the first training in Jupiter, Florida. We will get you the dates. My tentative dates right now are February 1st and 2nd. We'll have a mixer somewhere, kind of meet and greet. We're only going to take 100 people. So when we put up the registration, you're going to want to have that done. And we're going to teach you how to cultivate relationships with drivers. How many of you want to have 10,000 drivers in your team? But how many of you have a hard time maybe sometimes, taking care of yourself? Managing yourself, getting yourself motivated to get up in the morning. I see so many people that they don't understand how to manage and how to get people going. And I just learned something as I'm sitting here. I couldn't figure out where to put some of the people and the extra equipment. And so I was like, oh, how do I do this? And I just looked at the box again, and it once again reiterated to me, we've got to follow directions, and we've got to have a system, and we have a system now. And we're going to have our chief technology officer. I'm going to have our corporate staff in town. We're going to be having the top leaders that are doing rides. We're going to have our blockchain specialists in. We're going to spend from around about 10 o'clock on that Saturday, 10 or 11 on Saturday till 4 or 5. And then on Sunday, we'll go till about 3. So if you can get in town and get out, we're going to pack as much information as we possibly can. I'm going to teach you how to overcome objections. I'm going to teach you how to talk to people, what to say, what not to say. When someone says this, what do you say back to them? All the things that I was taught as I was growing up in the business world, I think are so vitally important, and the details matter. If you look on this little thing, there's little details that they would help tell you to stop and put the sticker on, and then where to put the license plate, and then, you know, where to put people, where to put the lights. They thought of everything. Someone engineered this. We have engineered REVO. We have engineered our blockchain program. We've engineered our token. I am pushing to get so many things done by this training. And then when we end this training, Hunter and I guess Doug, if he wants to go, if you don't know who Doug is, you will as time goes by, we're going to hit the road. And my goal is to do it for 2 months. It may only happen for 1, but I want to end up in, you know, different cities around the country, meeting different drivers and, you know, doing videos with them. And we're going to be doing a daily show from the road so that people will be able to, you know, track our progress around the country. And, you know, some of it selfishly is me getting to spend as much time with my son as I possibly can. But on a business front, I want him to learn what it takes to go out there and do this. Because Hunter, the other day, he was like, I was explaining my program, what I want to do, how I want to go on the road. He's working right now. We're probably going to take one of our vehicles and retrofit it. And he goes, Dad, well, that'd be awesome, because you don't even have to go out and do the rides. You could drive. I could drive to each city. You could fly there, and then you wouldn't have to be on it. And then we could just do the video. And I said, no, that's not what this is about. I want him to understand that I'm not here to fake things. I'm here to go out, and I want to do rides with drivers. I want to get out on the road. I want to talk to you guys. I want to learn, get to meet your customers. And on top of that, we're going to go out, and I'm going to be looking for the best Mexican food restaurants along the way, as well as ajiaco, which is a dish from Colombia. If you don't know about it, you can see my Facebook page. But I'm so fired up and excited about this next year, because I told Lisa, I said, man, this is when it gets fun. We're still going to have problems. We're going to have a meltdown when we put 10,000 drivers opening this thing. There's going to be problems that come from that. But guys, this is what we've been working for. We're going to get the insurance stuff. We're going to get the, you know, all the, you know, your background checks done. You're going to have a program that is going to be second to none. You're going to be able to set your own rates. You're going to be able to build your own true business within what we're doing. But then what I'm going to teach you is how to run your own business. Nobody has to call me up and get me up in the morning. Nobody has to let me understand that if we don't do enough rides, we don't have revenue coming in. Because believe me, every single month, when I pay those bills, I know how much revenue we don't come in. So every single month, I'm pushing, and I'm like, we got to get a little more revenue, a little more. I don't care about making a lot of money for the company, but we've got to get drivers making money. And now we've got Jeff Trills, and we've got Mario, and we've got Adonis. We've got some of the guys out in Kansas City, in Vegas that are doing well. And then Kansas City's blowing it out of the water. But we haven't even touched the surface of what's going on. We haven't even touched the surface of where we're going to be in the next 24 to 48 months. We're going to be going global in this next year. We're going to be, in the first quarter, my goal is to take it and go into some different countries, because we have some very dedicated and excited people there. My goal, not a goal, it's going to happen. We're going to make sure that we have our token, that people can use tokens. We're going to be giving people rewards so they can use those rewards to get rides for free. We're going to be giving rewards out for you drivers that are working with us and people that are building the business. This is what we've been building. We've been pushing this thing up the hill. We're not all the way at the top of it yet, but we're getting there. And it's because of people like you, because people that took dedication. I looked at 2024 as a year that I knew was going to be rough. I knew it was going to take a lot of time, effort, money. We're going to have people getting mad at us. I was going to have people trashing us. But we're not there anymore. I told Lisa Peck today, I said, listen, my mentor taught me a long time ago. If you have an opportunity, in the beginning, sometimes you've got to talk people and explain it and get them to build the dream and the vision, and we still have to do that. But he said, if what we have is a gold brick in our hand, and we stood out on a street corner or in a mall or wherever you want to go now to people congregate, and you offered it to people, and they said, oh my God, no, I would never do that. Get a job. That's stupid, blah, 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 blah. Would you go, oh my God, maybe I should think about this. Maybe I should reevaluate. Or would you look at them like they're crazy and go on to find the next person? We're now at the point where we have a city that did over 200 rides, and I had somebody online that said, oh, well, that doesn't seem like much. You're right. Maybe it doesn't seem like much. But when March 1st, we had never done a ride yet, and now we're doing 500 a month. Next month, we'll probably triple, quadruple, whatever it is. My goal is not about the numbers, but those will come because we're doing the right thing. So me sitting here building this today, I know you might go, oh my God, we got a CEO that sat here and played with Legos. But if you look at this is for 5 and up. This took me over an hour. I had to make myself sit here and do it. I almost got up and hit the button and stopped a few times and started over and took a break. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to get this all the way through. I want to show people that, this is just a little stupid representation of if you put your mind to something, you can build something beautiful. And that's what we've done with REVO so far, and that's what we're going to keep doing. So I hope you had an amazing 2024. I hope you look back on it with pride of what you've done. But I also hope that you get up every single day. Right now, there's people excited. There's people that are signing up for gym membership. There's people that are saying, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to do things different. And those same exact people in 2 weeks won't be doing anything. So you got to do it every single day. You got to make yourself motivated. You can't wait for someone to motivate you. Find the things that motivate you. Find something that is your why. I know that's a catch term or catchphrase that people talk about. Find your why. You got to find your why. Mine used to be, I thought, was about making my money. Mine used to be taking care of my family with my son and raising him, and it still is to a certain extent, but he's a grown adult man now. Now, I have changed my why is I want to go out and take this world and turn it into a better place, and we'll do it one ride at a time. So Happy New Year. I hope to see you soon. We'll get you the information out, and have a great day.